Good morning. Welcome to Wednesday, January 18th. And I just remembered next week's my dad's birthday. I gotta figure out something to get him. I think we're going to the Cavs game for his game, so Cavs game for his birthday. So that's something to get him. Anyways, we're going to start out today with a little unboxing. Ordered this off the BST for the good old series you guys have come to know and love. Let's Cut a Yo-Yo. Wish these were easier to open. I don't want to mess up my blade by cutting on the cardboard. Oh, what the heck? I don't want these stacks on this thing. First up, that's going to be so weird to cut because it's going to be so different than everything we're cutting these days. Yo-Yo Factory 888. This bad boy was all the rage back in like 2007, 2008. Pain in the butt. Alright. Item number 2. Caribou Lodge Yo-Yo Works Original Yeti. So I also have a Yeti 2, so we're going to be able to cut the Yeti 1, followed by the Yeti 2 to just compare the thickness between this plastic and the regular polycarb, I suppose it is. I don't know what it is. Just injected molded. This was a little bit different. And then Yo-Yo number 3. What a pain. Yo-Yo number 3, the Caribou Lodge Yo-Yo Works Peak 2. So the idea is we'll be able to cut an original peak, and then we'll come back and cut the peak 2. This is supposed to be a fade, but I don't know if it is. I thought it was a salmon fade. You guys see anything? I don't know, maybe I need to see it in the daylight, but in my desk light there is no fade. Whatever, I don't care, it's just getting cut in half. Just getting cut in half, why am I complaining? We're getting a bit of a late start to our run today, because modern technology never fails to screw me over. Now the stupid, whatever, doesn't matter, video wouldn't export correctly, so I had to deal with that before I could get this run in. Almost had to cancel. My feet are still killing me from basketball. Yep, I'm just a whiner. Don't worry about me. Modern technology is such a pain in my ass. Whatever. Alright. I know what you guys are thinking. Why couldn't I just do my run this morning without the TV? That wasn't the issue of not having the TV. I could have done that. The issue was time. Once I spent 10 minutes trying to get that stupid TV to reconnect to the Wi-Fi, which it still hasn't done, I was out of time. I couldn't do the run because then I would not finish in time to get to work. So now I need to try and do it after work. So frustrating. Alright, other question that you guys have been giving me the past 14 hours or so. And I've answered some of you direct, which was better answer that I'm going to give you in this video, just because in this video, I don't know, I don't really need to comment on it. I don't want to bring more attention to it. There's a yo-yo that was named recently, a colorway, and I'm trying to think of how to talk about it without bringing attention to it, because here's the thing. Sometimes things like that are named like that, or things are done for attention, and it just brings attention to the new brand, the new yo-yo, the new item, the new thing, and that's not really the right way to do it if you don't agree with what they're doing. So right now I'm struggling with how to talk about it publicly on this vlog when I don't want to bring attention to it to give it that reward for being controversial, when it's basically just it's pretty shitty. When you get down to it, the name it doesn't need to be. It doesn't need to be in the place it is. It does not need to be used. So yeah, like I said, if you messaged me and you were asking me about it, I've given you the better answer, and that now you pretty much know how I feel about it. But like I said, I don't really want to try and bring too much attention to it in a public setting, because I think that does more to support it than just ignoring the whole situation and just not supporting it with your money. So like I said, it's just shitty overall. Don't support it with your money. If you agree with me, and then that's how you fix it, instead of talking about it and publicly trying to say how bad it is. That just gives more attention to the product, which in turn is basically it does the marketing for it, and does basically what it was intended to do. So there's my thoughts on that. It sounded kind of like a rambling. I didn't have a good explanation for what I wanted to do, what I wanted to say about it. Just all right, let's get this crummy day turned around. Lunch break, we're gonna go home, test those Yo-Yo Expert G2 Swirl Banshees. We're gonna work on a trick circle while we're testing those, right? Because that was one of the things I wanted to do this year, was more trick circles. And we're already, what, 18 days into the year, and I haven't done one yet? So I need to get on that. So I'm gonna force myself to do it while testing those Banshees. Think of something cool. I know that you guys actually enjoy the yo-yoing when I throw it in the vlogs, so hey, I'm doing what I can. I'm doing what I can. Sometimes it's good to revisit childhood. I had Stephanie get me these, just like going back to Grandma's house. Doubtful. Doubtful. Testing yo-yos? You want to help? What? I've heard that line before. I kind of like the idea of working with something that keeps interchanging basically a 1.5 mount while adjusting your hands, crossing them over each other. If I can figure out how to keep the string moving, kind of like that kind of deal. See what I'm saying? Well, that's what I'm trying to work on for the trick circle. Perfect. Ooh. But then also, I'd like to work on something with a lasso in it, just because the lasso is pretty much the coolest trick. Wrong string. Maybe I can combine both things. Or I could just make it so it includes my favorite bind. In all reality, I should do all of those things separate if I want to try and get a trick circle up every couple weeks. Uh-oh, this one's not good either. Those other two are close. This one is not anywhere near being close to smooth. This is turning out to be very disappointing if those are already the amount of beaters. Bless you. I don't know why we thought we could talk the day into being a good day. Testing started out so nicely, you saw. You know, the first 3, perfect. 100% excelente. Then 10 out of the next 12, I've got to mess with. They're not good. Something wrong with them. I don't know. But that's pretty frustrating, honestly. We were trying to have 15 for Yo-Yo Expert in the Yo-Yo Expert Swirl. And gosh. Quit messing with me, Wednesday. Anyways. We were trying to have... Now I don't even know what I already said. We were trying to have 15 Yo-Yo Expert Swirls for Yo-Yo Expert. Right now, I'll be lucky if I can get to 10, I think. That's going to be my goal, getting to 10. I'll show you guys tonight a little bit more in depth of what I've got to do now. Basically, it consists of me taking them all apart and taking each half and matching it up with each other half. So you might have to test the same yo-yo 20 times down the line. Not trying to complain all day to you guys, just taking you along the ride, letting you feel the emotions that I'm currently experiencing today. Tomorrow will be fantastic. Headed back to the G2 HQ. We're gonna run, we're gonna eat, we're gonna test yo-yos, we're gonna play video games.
Face only a mother could love.
Dinner's done. Delicious smoothie and a peanut butter banana wrap. Now, on to testing yo-yos. Okie dokie. They're all lined up if they had any issues. I'm going to start with this part, then work my way down the line, back and forth until I find a perfect match. If I don't find a perfect match, I know that this part does not have a perfect match, and I'll move on to the next and test it with everything. So I can get as many perfect matches to send out to Yo-Yo Expert as I can. Some good news, some bad news. We were able to quickly identify which parts were bad. Check this out. Exhibit A. Now, what that means is the bearing seat is too loose. It was causing the yo-yo to vibe. So we ended up with 10 out of 15 good. 2 out of those 15 will be able to be sold as glitches. 3 out of those 15 are ended up in the trash. So honestly, that is a really bad rate. I'm going to talk to the machine shop because that's only, what is that, 66% passing? What is that, an F in school? Maybe a D? So definitely not good enough. Cannot operate on that level. But that was only this color. So for whatever reason, maybe this was the last color done and the last 10 yo-yos off the line didn't quite meet the spec tolerance correctly. I'm not exactly sure. But most of the other colorways were all pretty good. So overall, the run wasn't bad, but just this specific colorway ended up bad. Unfortunately, now I'm just mumbling. We're gonna play some video games. I'm taking a break tomorrow, guys. I'm not gonna vlog. I'm sorry. I don't. Do you care? I know you care. You want to watch, but no, I'm taking a break tomorrow. So for Friday's upload, I'm gonna go ahead and upload the burrito challenge, and maybe I'll vlog on Friday for a Saturday upload. Deal? Yes? No? You let me know. Like this video if you liked it. Oh yeah, my talk this morning about that yo-yo, apparently they're either going to not release that color, and they'll just give that to friends or whatever, or they are going to change the name to be a little bit more politically correct, or whatever you want to call it. So, apparently they made the right call. I don't know, just to come out with that idea, I didn't like it, so you guys had my thoughts earlier. Whatever, it is what it is. Like I said, so I'll probably see you guys Saturday. Awesome challenge for you guys to watch tomorrow. Bye, guys.